Here's my little girl. She's very tired. Trying to tangle my way through Medusa. Are you having a seizure?
I think you are.
Yeah. If there's ever a thing you need in hospital, it's Audible and Kindle. I brought the coffee. 24 hours in hospital with my very sick child. Hey girl, how you doing? So I have pretty much just turned up, and obviously the very first thing I did was to say hello to my daughter and say, how are you? And I got a tiny little smile out of her. Did you have a little smile for mummies? Not anymore. No, not talking to you. No. And then a super quick handover with Dad. Handover was very quick for a couple of reasons. One being I was really not parked very well. I was in the pick up and drop off zone, which is fine, you know, we're picking up, dropping off kind of thing. But it was such a tiny space. It took me like 15 maneuvers to get in on an angle. Needed to get him out of here for that reason, so he can get the car out of that space. And the other thing is that he's blooming exhausted because he's done the first night in hospital this time, which is a nice change for me because it's usually me doing it, and the first night is always really, really tough. Okay, girl. Okay. Oh, we're shaking. Oh, we're shaking. Yeah. Okay, I've got you. Your sats are a bit low, sweetheart. They're on 89, 90. Can we get those up, please? Thank you. Take a few breaths. But yeah, just to get what medicine she has had and when, so that I have half an idea. I'm still going to go through all of that with the nurses when they come in and talk to me. You know, I know there's nothing outstanding this very second. So now, what I want to do, while she's still reasonably calm and quiet, is to get this room set up so it works for me. Because we have different ideas, Dad and I, on what a workable hospital room is. I need a table! Why is that table soaking wet? You know what? For access to plugs, I'm gonna have to rethink this. I've worked out why that table is so wet. It's the water jug. Okay, I think this will do just fine for now. Okay, I think I'm set up. Yeah. Do we not get any reading anymore? Oh, you've dropped it, that's why. Let's get your sats back on you. I'm gonna have it on this thumb. Can I have your thumb? Thank you. Oh my god, I'm having so many things on me. Yeah, hi! Hi, it's nice to see you too. I'm liking the smiles. I do.
Hiya.
Hi.
I just had a quick chat with Nancy.
Yeah.
She said as far as they went, we're still waiting for the doctor to come and see you about
Okay.
when she can continue having her meds again.
Okay.
So at the moment it's just the fluids and obviously analgesia as and when we can give it. So as soon as
Yes.
I come and see you,
Cool.
there'll be more of a plan. Hopefully.
Brilliant.
All right.
Lovely. Thank you.
No problem.
Here's my little girl. She's very tired and she's not getting any sustained rest because she's under hourly observation. So every hour they come in and have a look and a prod. Oh, you're tired, girl. Tired. We have got IV fluid here. It's attached to the porta cath, which is down here on her. So that permanent IV access we've got. We have a SATS probe on her thumb so that we can see pulse and oxygen SATs. It's looking like that. And there's the IV pump running. So she's just on fluids right now. She's getting all of her medicines that we can give intravenously. She's having intravenously. And we have a drainage bag from her stomach so that we just drain out any stomach contents, any acid that builds up, because we don't want to keep that in her because then she keeps vomiting even more. So that's kind of our first step in trying to prevent more vomiting. And I think I'm going to sit down and do some work now while she is fairly settled. See if she can get a bit of a nap because that's what she needs. Yeah. Hi. Do you want some music? Yeah. Yeah, let me get you some music. It has been a few very dull hours where once an hour the nurse comes in to do observations and not much else is happening apart from Elin having the occasional grump and sense of humour failure. The doctors have been, so we've had a little bit of a chat about, plan going forwards. They are going to treat this as viral, which is perfectly alright by me, unless, her temperature spikes or her blood work starts showing severe signs of infection. I don't see any reason to put in antibiotics. I have asked that we put in clobazam twice a day for the duration of this, which they have agreed with. So clobazam is Elin's first step rescue medicine when she starts going into seizures. That's the first one we give her. That isn't one of her daily medicines. Usually that works pretty well, and it can also, obviously now she's at a state where she's having more seizures anyway, but at this stage it can prevent them from getting worse, and it can help her from just coming out of this whole whatever this is a little bit quicker, without having to resort to stronger medicines like buccal-midazolam or lorazepam or paraldehyde or phenobarb. And they have agreed to that. So now we're just waiting, because I don't have any clobazam here. It didn't come with Dad into hospital. So we need to get that prescribed. Do you remember the vlog where I had a big rant about the hospital? It's actually the same doctor that we'd met that day. And he agreed to re-swab the stoma side, because it is still red and irritated, this many weeks later and after 2 lots of antibiotic cream, because I actually did another course of it. So we've done a swab of that. And the thing that's beeping behind me here now is Elin's IV, because this bag is empty. We've run out and we're waiting on a nurse to come and change it. We have a wonderful student nurse today looking after us, but obviously she's not allowed to do this yet. But I like her a lot. And the thing is, she's got wicked sense of humour, which I really enjoy. But everything she has done in this room, she has spoken to Elin about. Every single thing. Hi Elin, I'm here to do your obs, is that okay? How are you doing, girl? Are you feeling any better? So even though I'm the one answering, she's speaking to Elin. And up to and including things like, can you open your eyes for me? So she can shine the light into them to do neuro observations. And I don't know if Elin understands that command and is deliberately opening her eyes, but actually she's opened her eyes every time. So she probably does, she probably understands. And I just love the fact that this woman is treating Elin as though she is the kind of patient who can give her own consent. Love it, love it, love it. I've had some food, because as Elin doesn't eat, they let me have her lunches and dinners. Somebody's very happy out there. Dad had ordered fish and chips for today, which, actually not bad for being hospital food. Although I have to say, it's very difficult to eat peas with a fork, particularly when you're sort of having a child on you and you're reaching out and you're trying to balance it. I peed the bed. I'm so sorry, I peed the bed. Kind of wish I had a spoon. I also really wish I had some mayonnaise. I got malt vinegar. I've been here in England for 25 years. I have not acclimatized to the extent of wanting bloody vinegar with my chips. I want mayo. I like mayo, Elin. I don't even like ketchup with chips. I have once again cut Elin's fingernails because they were a bit long and she was scratching herself when she was getting upset. And now I'm trying to tangle my way through Medusa. So that we can get this hair very tightly and neatly plaited, and thereby preventing more tangles. How does that sound? Sounds awful. Mummy, stop brushing my hair straight away. I don't like it. In about an hour or so, Elin's carer is going to come in and sit with her for a bit. I'm going to go home and feed the cat and just sort out a few bits and pieces that I didn't have time to do this morning. And then I'm back for the night. So as you can see, I've brushed it all through in sections, and I can guarantee that if I try to put my brush here, I would get completely caught. So even though it has been all completely brushed through, I do not trust that it hasn't tangled. Always tangles, girls. Oh, I do wish Nancy will come and change that IV soon, because I have a little bit of an issue with this kind of sound. I'm so sorry, anyone who's watching this and who gets a bit PTSD triggered from the sound of hospital machines. I do apologise. Hey Nancy, you alright?
Oh, look at your beautiful hair!
I know. I've just done your chest physio, which you said felt nice. Yeah. Did you like your chest physio? Yeah, you do, don't you? Good girl. And I'm just going to sit here and I'm going to stroke your back for a bit, because I think I've drummed you enough for now. And in about 5 minutes, I'm going to put your stomach drain back on, so we get whatever's building up in your tummy out. She's having free drain at the moment from her Mickey button just to get all the stomach acid and air out, because otherwise she keeps throwing it up, and that's what we want to avoid. She is still vomiting, she's still bringing up foam and phlegm, but we no longer see any traces of blood in that, which is fantastic. We're seeing a lot of clonus in her legs, so they're really shaking. I'm trying to position her in a way that will help her relax a bit, but she is very tense. Like, she's very tense naturally, because the kind of cerebral palsy Elin has is the kind with high tone. Yeah, there's a lot of shaking going on. And again, that, you know, it could be seizure related, it could just be spasms. We don't know. We don't know why she's in here. Obviously, Dad brought her in because she was having seizures and vomiting that he could no longer manage at home. So that's why she's in here. But why? Why does this happen 4, 5, 6 times a year? And it does. Every year. Between 4 and 6 times a year. She's in here for this. What is it that triggers this? Is it an infection that requires antibiotics? Is it a viral infection? Does she have a UTI? Or does it not have anything to do with her overall health? We have no idea. We are guessing, based on past history, that it is usually a viral infection and is usually some form of cold, some form of respiratory infection. But she's not had a cold. She has been struggling for a few months with more vomiting than we like for a variety of reasons, and we had that staph infection around her stoma button, around her stoma site, the Mickey button. So, you know, we know that. Okay, good cough! Good cough! Is that from the chest physio? Now suction. Thank you. Well done! Good girl. This is why we do the chest physio, because it helps loosen up anything that's stuck in her lungs and airways. And then she has a proper good cough like that instead. But yeah, we have no idea why. And it's not like she can tell us. Oh my God, your leg is shaking so bad, girl. We need a little bit of time. Yes, we do, don't we? We need a bit of time for mummy snuggles. What's mummy gonna do while we're snuggling? Is mummy going to watch some Grey's Anatomy? Mummy likes watching Grey's Anatomy while in hospital. Shall mummy watch some YouTube videos that will help her with ParentXP? Shall mummy put the music back on and not watch anything? Shall mummy edit some videos? Mummy has a lot of videos to edit. Are you having a seizure? I think you are. Time. 138 pulse, 94 sats. Yeah, definitely seizure. I can tell. You saw that, right? Did that look like a seizure? Her seizures are so atypical, and usually I recognize them on her breathing pattern, the tenseness in her body. There's an electrical current running through her body, that she's not really responding to what I'm saying to her, and then that her pulse goes up. We're now up to 149, and her sats go down because she's not breathing as effectively as she should be doing. So yeah, definitely seizure. I'm gonna wait until I'm sure you're out of it, and then I'm gonna document it, okay? So that was quite a big one. You want to take a deep breath for me? Reopen your chest a bit. Elin, your sats are down to 90. I have oxygen in here if I need it, and if her sats don't come back up soon, I'm gonna add some. There we go, 99. Much better, pulse is down. But yeah, that went on for a bit. I just realised that the monitor I was looking at is still on winter time, so it was 18, probably a partial focal. Definitely going on for about, it was going on for way more than a minute. So we have this uncontrolled movement chart that we record everything on. I then have my bullet journal, and in here I have got, first of all the medicines that she's on regularly to make sure that the doctor's got that down in the chart properly, and then everything that we've given through her button, and then she has other medicines, the ones with dots on them, she's getting through the IV. And now she's definitely telling me that she's quite unhappy after that seizure and wants a bit of love and attention. How about you rest and I rest? We do our latest Rivers of London book on audio and snuggle, and I don't try to work and I don't try to be productive or do everything at once. I am 100% yours. Does that sound like a plan?
She was very convincing, that's why I joined.
Why are your eyes still open, girl? It's definitely beddy buys for you. Me and our nighttime nurse have come up with a plan for the night. So at the moment, there's sort of a medicine here, a medicine there, and a medicine then, and a medicine now, and she's kind of grouped them all together as much as she can. So she is going to come in around 3 in the morning and give more medicines, including clobazam, which is an anti-seizure medicine. But until then, we're letting Elin just rest. We're gonna stop the hourly observations overnight. She's been on hourly observations for, well, since she came in, which is now, yeah, for the last 30 odd hours she's been on hourly observations, but we're gonna try and really let her sleep. And I am gonna have to go and help her settle. It's okay, darling. Here. Mommy's here. Mommy's here. I've got you. It's the morning of the next day. I know you can't see her, and that is very deliberate because she's not wearing anything at the moment. I am playing a game of Catch the Wee Wee. I've been playing that now for the last hour. No success so far, but I'm trying to get a urine sample. Testing whatever we can test to see if it will give us any answers. And urine is the one that we hardly ever get because it's so difficult to get a urine sample from her. But it is the next morning. We've had an alright-ish night, actually, not too bad. So our lovely nurse last night had a look at the chart, what medicines to be given when, yada yada yada, and she went, right, these are not too far from each other, so I'm going to group them. These are not too far from each other, I'm going to group them. I'm not going to go in and do any blood pressure on her during the night. We're going to reduce the observations, let sleeping child sleep. Thank you. Thank you, Nikki. Love it. So there were actually limited disturbances overnight last night, which was lovely. Obviously the night before she was on hourly observations, but last night she didn't need it quite that much. This morning we are looking at a heart rate of 95 and SATs of 100. Yay! We have beautiful numbers and we have a calm, quiet child. She's no longer fitting, and I've not seen a single vomit since yesterday evening. So marvelous news, actually, really, really good news. She is very settled, she's very calm, she's doing really well. Our day nurse today has been in and she has done some blood. She's drawn some blood from the porta cath for blood tests, and we're now giving some more IV medicines. Even though she's not vomiting this morning, we're not giving anything apart from a few medicines through her button. Just the ones we don't have access to as IV drugs, we're giving through her button. And we're still giving her stomach rest, and we're still keeping it drained. I've said to all the doctors I've spoken to, I've said, please let Dad and me lead on when she's ready for a fluid trial and titrating down the IV. Last time we allowed the doctor to push it through earlier than we thought was wise, but we were also, it wasn't a rolling over and playing doormat kind of thing. It was we never do it this early, let's give it a try. She ended up being in hospital for 7 days. It set her back worse than she was before. This time around, I'm holding off. It is not good to keep her on IV fluids for too long. It messes particularly with her potassium levels, and that's why you want to get off IV as quickly as you can. But it's also not good to stress a stomach that is very prone to not wanting to cope at all and forcing things through it before it's ready. So it's a delicate balance. And I'm saying this time around, we're giving her a longer rest, and then we're starting when her stomach's ready. And that will ultimately give us a shorter hospital stay. That's the plan, Jackie Chan. But please give me a wee-wee. She has passed urine, so, I know that her blood is working again. It's just that she's not doing it when I can catch it in a bowl. Dad and Alice are going to be here very soon. He said he was going to give Alice lunch and then come and swap with me. And then I'm on goblin duty, goblin patrol instead. And I'm leaving the rat bag with her dad in hospital. And this has been our last 24 hours. I came in, she was not as bad as she was when Dad brought her in 24 hours before that, obviously. I have seen her improve drastically during this time, which has been fantastic. I use these hospital stays, it might sound bizarre, but actually a chance for me to have a rest, because I am the kind of person who never stop. I'm always on the go, I'm always creating, I'm always working, I'm always doing this, I'm always doing that. It's not that I think rest is a bad word, I just really struggle with it as a concept. And even now in hospital, my brain has been buzzing and I'm clearly filming, and I'm getting a bit annoyed because right now I can't airdrop into my computer and sit and edit. So that's going to be something I have to do later on today when I have Alice. I give myself permission when Elin's in hospital to say, just sit down for a bit. Turn on the audiobook. Oh my God, Audible. If there's ever a thing you need in hospital, it's Audible and Kindle, but particularly Audible. Elin loves listening to audiobooks. I love listening to audiobooks. So I turn on the audiobook and then we just snuggle. We just sit here and we have a cuddle and we enjoy time together, and we're listening to the audiobook and we're relaxing, and I'm resting, and so is Elin. I can't leave her. She needs 100% one-to-one care, constant observation. I'm not going anywhere, so I might as well chill out for a bit. And it's tough, you know, overnight when she's waking up and she's distressed and I need to work out what's wrong with her, or when the nurses come in and they're doing things and I'm waking up again, you know, I hear the gagging. It's like, oh my God, is she vomiting? She's screaming. Has she had a seizure? The monitor's going haywire because her heart rate's too high. What's going on? You don't get calm sleep. And, you know, let's not talk about the parent bed in hospital. It is not comfortable, people. It is not good to sleep on. But there is still, you know, you can still find some stillness and some calm and some beauty, even in this life of living in hospital with a child. It's not all bad. And I'm not doing this video because I want, you know, everybody to go, oh my God, you poor thing, and oh, how is Elin? I'm actually doing it to just, it's a little wave to the special needs parent in the next room or the next hospital. Hey, we're here too. You're not on your own here. We are here as well. We are with you when we see you and we feel you, because whilst my child is definitely complex and difficult, she is by far not the hardest complex needs kiddo I have come across in my time. And we are usually not in hospital all that long. I know of you special needs parents who are in the trenches for weeks and months at a time. We're in the trenches for a week at a time, if that. I'm here. I'm with you. I brought the coffee. Okay, we've got coffee. Do you want a coffee? I'm gonna make you coffee if somebody can sit with Elin. All right? I hope you enjoy this. Please share this video to the special needs parent in hospital who needs to see it and needs to feel not alone. Leave a comment, say hi, let me know what you're all up to, and I'll see you again very soon. Bye!